Right then, lads, so today we have a bit of a sniping video. I'm going to give you guys different badges that you guys should be sniping, because a lot of badges have shot up in price the past few days, or the past few hours, you should say, just because certain players came out that need some badges. So I'm going to tell you guys which badges you should be sniping. If you guys want to see more of these videos and sniping tips and all that good stuff, smash like on the video, and of course consider subscribing if you guys are brand new around here, because we do snipe tips, sniping videos, MT making videos, all that good stuff, and we're very close to 13,000 subscribers now. On to the very first badge. I will leave my coup de la creme, we'll say, towards the end. But there are some like hidden good badges that you guys should be getting in here. Now, we're gonna be looking at sniper. Now, in particular, there are multiple ways you can like go about sniping these. You could just obviously just do sniper, put it to the cheapest buy now for whichever is the cheapest buy now, which at the moment is bronze. So at the moment, bronzes, they're selling for about 1,200. So what you can do as well is obviously just sit on here and set this to about 800 if you really want to. Or you could obviously just filter it up each one and then just quickly... ooh, there's potential in that one. Quick. There's potential in that one. And it's gone. Oh, wait, no, it's there. So yeah, there's potential in that one. You can pick that one up as well. Or of course you can just keep going. But golds aren't that expensive. They're about 3 to 4K. But what I tend to do is, one thing that I find very helpful is if you have the badge yourself. I recommend you guys, the first time you snipe a badge, if you don't have it, chuck it in your collection, because it's easier to filter it this way rather than go on the auction house and find it that way. So you can very easily just scroll across, find a badge, see if there's any for a decent price. 2.4. There's a few for 2K here, which isn't too bad. So yeah, I recommend you guys do it this way rather than you do it obviously filtering it, just because it can take a while to quickly filter and scroll through all the like the absolute list of badges to find the one you want. You might miss it, and overall you might just obviously it might take you a little bit longer to search through the badges rather than do it this way. So obviously you've seen a few of the badges here. Deadeye is another one that's quite expensive. Well, it was quite expensive. There's one for 1K there. 1,400 MT we just picked up a Deadeye for, which is amazing. I'm going to quickly go sell that for 3K. Again, if I didn't already have one, I would put it in my collection, but because I already have one, I'm going to chuck it back up on the auction house for 3,000 MT. And yeah, it should realistically sell really quickly. And we've just pretty much doubled our MT on that one badge, which is phenomenal. So guys, you can do Deadeye. I don't think I actually have like the other colors of Deadeye. So what we're going to do is we will quickly go find Deadeye. There it is. We'll try bronze. So bronze, I don't have a bronze Deadeye. So because there's a lot of Deadeyes up. So we're going to quickly find the cheapest buy now. It's 1,300. And there's one there for 1,400 as well. So we'll bump this up a little bit just to see if it's worth picking these two up. I suppose it is. Like, you can pick both of them up and list it for like 1.6. You're not making a lot of MT off this one, but you're making like 100 MT off this one. So what I'm gonna do is I will buy both of these. I will list one of them for 1,600 MT, and I will keep one of them. I'll keep the other one, just because obviously then I have a very easy way of going to go find the badge. So I'm gonna list this one for 1,006, and realistically shouldn't have no issues selling, but you never know with badges. They could plummet. They could do a lot of things, but badges, you do find badges are a very strong way of making some MT. On to the next badge. We're going to talk about gold tie handles. Tie handles in itself is not that expensive, but for some reason, gold tie handles is the more expensive one of the lot. So, okay, it's come down in price since I wrote this list. So there's a few for 1,000, a few for 900. Okay, maybe I'm thinking wrong with gold tie handles, but it is a decent badge to keep an eye on. Obviously, there's only a few up here for a buy now, so that's something you guys could look for. You could buy these and list them for 1.4. I'm actually gonna do that. I do that every time, and the servers at the moment are kind of bad, so buying cards at the moment is very annoying. So do I have gold tie handles? I don't think I do, so I'm gonna keep one of these and list the other one for 1,400, just because it's just a good... I'll put that... Alright, so now we have one gold tie handle, so now I can very easily just go find it on the auction house rather than have to scroll through all the badges. So, again, if you bought one and you just don't have it already, treat it as an investment. because then obviously it'd be easier for you to find cards later on down the line. On to the next badge. The next badge is Silver Corner Specialist. For some reason, just because silvers don't get pulled that often, Silver Corner Specialist is one that's genuinely quite expensive. So the cheapest at the moment is about 2k. I found a lot for 1,000 and listing them up for about 2.5k. I've done that quite a lot. Bronze Corner, like, I'm finding one for 500 MT. I'm having that one, and I'm going to put it in my collection. Just 500 MT for a Bronze Corner Specialist. That's just amazing. So I'm going to chuck that in the collection, just because then, obviously, it's easier to go find them later on. So there's a few here for 2k. Okay, so 2k, 3k. There's not a lot of these that have been listed up lately. Or a lot of them haven't been up for a long time. They've just been listed up. So I'm gonna chuck this bronze one into the collection again, just because it's easier to then go find it. And yeah, Silver Corner Specialist, quite an expensive badge. All right, the next one is Gold Floor General. As you can see, there's pretty much only a few up here. There's one for 1k. You can also bid on badges as well if you want to. Say one's expiring in 5 minutes, you can quickly just bid on it. I'm debating picking this one up because this one's only been up for 20 minutes as well. So I am debating picking this one up, but you don't make a lot of MT if it does sell. I make like 200 MT, which 2k investment to get 200 MT. It's not terrible. You get like a 10% markup, but I'm going to leave that one personally. But in normal, like say you had like, actually, nah, I'll leave it for now. On to the next one. We're going to look at Gold Hot Zone Hunter. Again, very expensive badge. It looks like to be, actually, I might be able to do something with these. So there's 3 been listed up. So if I'm going to set this to about 3k, just because if those are the only 3 there, I might buy them and list them for 3k. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay. Maybe not, because if this one wasn't there, I would buy those 2, but because this one's here, it's sort of bringing me down, I'm gonna leave that one. Onto Silver Hot Zone Hunter. It's basically the same thing. There's only a few listed up. Obviously, see, if they were up for an hour, if they haven't been up for an hour already, I would consider picking those up, because that's not terrible. But also, again, Hot Zone Hunter, it's a really good badge. It's a badge a lot of people want, especially early on in the game where there's not as many hot zones, so people like to take advantage of them if they can. So again, that's Hot Zone Hunter. On to the next one. It is, well, I'll get back to it. Oh, it's literally right here. It's Gold and Silver Stop and Go. I think Gold and Silver. Maybe just silver. I mean, gold's not terrible. I mean, there's one for 1,000, it's one for 800. So one to definitely keep an eye on. And silver hot stop and go. So one for 3k, one for 4k, then one for 9k. We have one ending in an hour. So that's one to keep an eye on as well. And now, my absolute creme de... Nope, not quite my creme de la creme. I do have one more badge to show you before I creme de la creme. So it's Limitless Spot Up. So Limitless Spot Up, bronze doesn't tend to go for that much, but it does go for a little bit. Obviously, anything above 1,000 MT, I find is always a good badge to keep an eye on. I think someone's price fixing these at 2k, I think. Okay, so we have a few for 1,800 in bronze. Okay, so now we'll look at silvers. Yeah, it's 8k, 9k, 7k, 7k again. There's one for 6.3, so keep an eye on silver. And of course, gold. Gold is not as expensive as it used to be, but obviously it still goes for about 2,000 MT. So if you see one for 1,000, you know to pick it up. Now, on to actually my creme de la creme. It is Quick First Step, and it is silver. So let me just quickly go find it. There it is. So Quick First Step. I'll just show you bronze for now. Bronze Quick First Step is expensive, but it's not like overly expensive. It's about like 4 or 5k. So obviously we've seen a few 4.9. There's a one for 11 there. 4.5, 4.8 is one for 6k, 4k. So yeah, generally about 4k. So if you see one for about 2,000, you know to pick it up. If we look at gold. Gold's about the same. 5k there. There's one for 9k. There's one for 16k. And this one's expiring. And again, it's just 5k is a lot to warrant for a badge. And the thing I would say is, like, you have to be very picky with badges, I find. If I was for 3k, I would buy it. But because it's 6k, 6k is a lot for a badge anyway. So you have to really think. Now, silver. 12k, 13k, and 11k. That's the creme de la creme. Keep an eye on Quick First Step. It's still a very expensive badge just because of that goddamn Dikembe Mutombo. So yeah, lads, that's going to do for the video. If you guys have enjoyed the video, find it helpful, smash a like on the video. It really does help out the channel an absolute ton. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new on. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace. I'm going to give a massive shout out to channel members Zay, Gav, Gamer, Lindsay, Christian, Jay, Michael, and Michael again, Kia, and Jack. Thank you guys so much for all your support.